You know, there's a song that was popular in the 1940s. It was done by Ella Fitzgerald and the Ink Spot. And in it, it said, in each life, some rain must fall. But then it goes on later to say that, but the sun will shine. And if you listen to preachers, they'll talk about the fact that you're either in a storm, you just came out of a storm, or you're about to go into a storm. I don't know why it is that preachers have used the analogy of storms to reflect the fact that we are having bad times. I think about the song and the play, Stormy Weather. But over the years, so many have used storms to indicate a person's going through some hard times or some difficult times in their lives or having some challenges. So, you know what? I use storms too when I talk about it. I talk about the hard challenges I've gone through. I use that same analogy of having gone through storms. But you know what? I have a philosophy to get me through my storms. And I believe that every person needs to have some type of philosophy to get them through their storms. What's your philosophy? Because in order to get through a storm, you have to have something that you believe in. And you have to get through storms in order to be successful in life. But success is defined by each one of us differently. Some people define success as accomplishment of a goal or something that they were aiming towards. Other people say that it's just having a family and being able to provide for them. For each one of us, what is success is different. So, what is your philosophy? My name is Lynn Whitfield, and I am an attorney, an author, and an inspirational speaker. And I am the one who's bringing you Drive Through the Storms live. When I was 6 years old, my mother died. And my father had 4 children, and he knew that he could not care for all of us and continue to work the 2 jobs that he had. So he asked his sister, our aunt, his baby sister, if she would take in his children. Welcome, Jackie. Thank you for joining me, and Frederick and Beverly. But as I was saying, my aunt took us in, and she cared for us. I remember that we were driving one time, and we was sunshine, and all of a sudden, we were in a terrible rainstorm. You've been in one of those rainstorms perhaps where you can't see out the windows. The windshield wipers are not helping you. You can't see the lines on the road, but you keep going. And I remember looking out the side window and I saw cars pulled over to the side of the road. And then if we drove on, I saw cars under the overpass stopped. And I remember screaming in my aunt, Auntie, stop! Please stop! We're going to die! Pull over! And she just as calmly looked at me and said, Baby, those people over there, they don't know how long the storm's going to be here. But if we keep driving, eventually we're going to drive through this storm. And guess what? We did. And you know, you have to go through a storm before you can see a rainbow. So what's your rainbow that you're looking to see? What are you hoping to see at the end of the road? Hello, Shanaz. We all have to develop a philosophy in life. And I don't know what your philosophy is, but I know one thing. If you don't have it, you'll never see those rainbows and you'll never be successful. So, first, define what you want out of life. What is it that you want to see your life look like? Do you want to be a success? Or do you want to be like, I always look at the homeless people I see, and I wonder to myself, did they give up? Did they stop driving through the storms in their life? Was there a storm in their life that they decided was just too much for them to handle? And so they pulled over to the side of the road like those cars we often see? What would their lives have been like if they had found it within them to drive through the storms? This is the beginning of a 30-day series that I will be doing live on Facebook. And I hope each and one of you will join me each time. I tried to do this earlier in the day, but the devil is a liar. He tried to, he interrupted. He made it so it wouldn't work. It didn't have a good enough connection to do it. But I know that this is something that God has put into me to do. So I will be doing this, and I hope that you will join me, as I said. So first thing you need to do is you need to develop your own philosophy that helps you get through your storms. And perhaps those of you that are on there already have your philosophy, and I would love it if you would send me comments and let me know what it is that helps you get through your storms each day. Then you have to decide on a new mindset. Let's stop looking at storms as bad things. Let's look at them as challenges. Let's look at them as things that are there to help us grow, to become better people. Because each time we come through a storm, although I used to hate it when people say, "Oh, Lynn, it's just going to make you stronger." I used to wonder, what did I have to be so strong to get through? And in January 2012, God showed me why I needed each one of those storms that I had gone through before to get through that last storm. So let's think of it as storms. You know the song April Showers Bring May Flowers? Let's start looking at the storms and challenges as our lives as that, as things that will get us through and will bring brighter days in the future if we will just keep driving, keep going forth, and keep deciding that we're going to not pull over to the side of the road. I want to thank you for joining me this evening. These are just very short talks. You know, they have things called TED Talks. Well, I have my own Lynn Talks. So join me every day. Look for me. I will be coming live to you, just giving little tidbits on how to drive through the storms of life. Have a blessed evening. Thank you for joining.